They're the ones who can take a single thought and turn it into 10 possibilities. The friend who starts telling a story, then branches into 5 new ones before finishing the first. The brainstormer who fills the whiteboard with ideas so quickly you can't keep up. This is the energy of extraverted intuition, or NI, the function of inventors, improvisers, and storytellers. NE isn't about finding the one right answer. It's about seeing all the possible answers at once. Today, we're breaking down what NE is, how it shows up in different MBTI types, and what it looks like in real life. What is extraverted intuition? Extraverted intuition is a perceiving function. It's not about making decisions, it's about how you explore and process information. Where introverted intuition, NE, narrows down to one focused vision, NE branches out, endlessly generating connections and possibilities. It asks, what else could this mean? What other patterns are hiding here? What could this become if we flipped it upside down? NE thrives on novelty, variety, and discovery. For strong NE users, the world feels like an open canvas full of ideas waiting to be explored. Core traits of NE: endless brainstorming. They rarely run out of ideas. Pattern hopping. They see hidden links between unrelated things. Playful curiosity. They experiment just to see what happens. Optimism for possibility. They often see doors opening where others see walls. Restless energy. They can get bored if things feel too repetitive. To a NE user, life is less about what is and more about what could be. How NE behaves in different types: dominant NE types, ENTP and AMP, ENFP. For these types, NE is the lens through which they see the world. How they behave. Constantly brainstorm and generate new projects. Thrive in open-ended discussions and creative problem-solving. Jump from idea to idea with excitement, often leaving details for later. Real-life examples. An ENTP entrepreneur pitches 5 business ideas over coffee, each sounding plausible, before deciding which one to actually pursue. An ENFP storyteller takes one memory and spins it into an imaginative story that captures everyone's attention. Auxiliary NE types, INTP and AMP, INFP. Here, NE supports a dominant introverted thinking, T, or introverted feeling, Phi. How they behave. Use NE to generate options, then filter them through inner logic, TI, or values, FE. Less scattered than dominant NE types, but still curious and creative. Often excellent at seeing alternative approaches in problem-solving real-life examples. An INTP programmer imagines multiple ways to optimize a code, then uses TI to test the best. An INFP poet sees a simple event and transforms it into a metaphor-rich piece of art. Tertiary NE types, ESTJ and AMP, ESFJ. For these types, NE is less natural but still useful in their function stack. How they behave. Use NE to generate backup plans or consider alternative strategies. Often surprise others with sudden creative ideas. Balance practicality with bursts of outside-the-box thinking. Real-life examples. An ESTJ project manager, usually very structured, suddenly pitches a clever new shortcut for the workflow. An ESFJ parent comes up with a spontaneous game to keep kids entertained on a long trip. Inferior NE types, ISTJ and AMP. ISFJ here, NE is the weakest function, and often a source of tension. How they behave. Prefer stability and routine, but occasionally get restless with what-if scenarios. May struggle with uncertainty and endless possibilities. Under stress, may fixate on unlikely or catastrophic outcomes. Real-life examples. An ISTJ accountant suddenly worries about every possible financial disaster, even ones with little chance of happening. An ISFJ teacher, usually steady, surprises everyone with a sudden new teaching idea, then quickly retreats back to familiar methods. NE in real life at work. The NE user excels in brainstorming sessions, generating fresh marketing ideas, innovative product designs, or unexpected solutions to problems. In relationships. They keep things exciting by introducing new experiences, adventures, and creative twists on ordinary routines. In crisis, where others see dead ends, NE users ask, what if we tried this? They find unconventional exits when the obvious path is blocked. In daily life, they may see faces in clouds, invent games on the spot, or turn ordinary errands into adventures. For them, the world is alive with hidden possibilities. Strengths and weaknesses of NE: strengths, creative problem-solving, ability to connect unrelated ideas, enthusiasm that inspires others, flexibility in changing environments. Weaknesses: difficulty focusing on one thing long-term, tendency to start projects but not finish, restlessness or boredom with routine, can overwhelm others with too many ideas at once. Why NE matters extraverted intuition isn't just a fun function, it's one of the driving forces of creativity, progress, and possibility. It matters because it reminds us that the world is bigger than what we can see right now. Where some functions preserve the past or focus on the present, NE looks outward and forward asking, what else is possible? What haven't we tried? What could this become if we looked at it differently? NE fuels innovation. Every invention, every breakthrough, every creative leap forward began as someone daring to ask, what if? Without NE, we might still be walking instead of flying. Without NE, art and stories would never evolve beyond the familiar. Without NE, businesses would never disrupt industries or create new ways of living. Example: an ENTP entrepreneur imagines 5 completely different ways to solve a problem, one of which becomes a billion-dollar company. NE opens doors when others see walls. Where a strong Psi user might say, this is how it's always been done, NE replies, but what if it could be done differently? This ability to reframe problems and flip perspectives often leads to breakthroughs others overlook. Example: an INFP artist looks at a city street and imagines it as a metaphor for human connection, turning it into a piece of poetry that resonates deeply with readers. The energy that inspires others isn't just personal, it's contagious. When NE users start sharing their ideas, others light up. Their enthusiasm makes people believe new things are possible, even if they seemed far-fetched at first. They can energize a classroom, a business team, or a group of friends with their creative vision. Example: an ENFP teacher introduces an unexpected game to explain a lesson, and suddenly the entire class is engaged and laughing while learning. The shadow side of possibility, but NE also matters because it shows us the importance of balance. Too much NE without grounding can lead to chaos, jumping from one idea to the next without finishing anything. It can cause anxiety, imagining endless possibilities that never stabilize. Yet when paired with stabilizing functions like introverted feeling, Phi, or introverted thinking, T, NE transforms into focused brilliance, turning a flood of ideas into innovation that lasts. Why we all need. Even if NE isn't high in your personality stack, developing it brings balance to your life. It teaches you to look beyond routines and comfort zones, reframe problems in creative ways, stay open to opportunities you might otherwise dismiss. Keep a sense of curiosity alive, no matter your age, because in the end, NE is the function that whispers, the future isn't fixed. There are more doors than the ones you can see. You just have to imagine them first. NE matters because it pushes humanity forward, sparks imagination, and reminds us that life is full of possibilities waiting to be explored. Extraverted intuition isn't about being scattered. It's about seeing potential where others see limits. It's the spark behind innovation, the joke that lights up the room, the crazy idea that just might work. So, do you lead with NE, or does it show up as a playful side of your type? Drop your MBTI type in the comments, and let's see how the idea machine works for you. And if you enjoyed this, check out our next video, Introverted Thinking, T, Explained, the analyst of MBTI.